Hello, cocktail lovers! I'm Miroslava, sommelier and wine educator, your guide on this journey through a world of wines, spirits, and cocktails. It's December, and preparations for Christmas and New Year are in full swing. The season of parties and corporate events has begun. And it's important to be prepared not only for the celebration itself, but also for its possible consequences. The Bloody Mary is traditionally considered as hangover cure. That's probably why it's a such popular brunch cocktail in America. And getting rid of the after effect of a wild New Year's Eve is absolutely essential. It's no coincidence that the International Bloody Mary Day falls on January 1st. The main thing is not to get carried away and turn the hangover cure into a new drink binge. The cocktail appeared on the bar scene in the 1920s, and, as often happens, several people claim to be its creator. The main contender is the comedian George Jessel. In his biography, he claimed that he invented the cocktail in the 1927 in the Palm Beach while looking for a hangover remedy. After celebrating a softball tournament victory, he spent the whole night in the Lamezes bar drinking champagne. In the morning, he realized that he had another meeting just in a couple hours and needed to cure his headache quickly. Bartender Charlie found a dusty bottle of some unfamiliar liquid under the counter, vodka, which at that time was not yet widely known in America, and suggested trying it. Jessel took the risk, asked for tomato juice to mask the smell, added lemon juice and Tabasco, and admired the healing result. The cocktail immediately appeared on Lamezes' menu, and vodka finally found its use. Another contender is the French bartender Ferdinand Petiot, who made two somewhat contradictory claims. According to the first, he created the cocktail much earlier than Jessel, in 1921, while working with New York Bar and Paris. However, there is no confirmation of this claim, unlike the second one. After moving from Europe to New York, he worked at the King Cole Room in St. Regis Hotel. In 1934, he tried Jessel's vodka and tomato juice mix and upgraded it by adding salt, black and cayenne pepper, lemon juice, and Worcester sauce, giving the cocktail the modern taste we know today. The exact composition of a Bloody Mary is quite flexible and depends on the bartender's or the drinker's personal taste. The classic IBA recipe includes lemon juice, Worcester sauce, Tabasco, black pepper, and cereal salt. However, anyone can add whatever they like. The main rule is to use only high quality ingredients, especially the vodka and tomato juice. Neither vodka nor tomato juice mask the flavor of the other, so choose components whose tastes you enjoy on their own. The garnish offers even more room for creativity than the drink itself. Since the 1950s, the traditional accompaniment has been a celery stalk. According to the classic IBA recipe, the garnish should be a celery stalk and the lemon wedge. Very often you will also see pickles and olives, and sometimes cheese cubes, bacon, sausages, shrimps, anything really, depending on imagination and what's available in the kitchen. In some cases, you can particularly get the entire lunch served with your cocktail. Very convenient. Serving the cocktail with or without ice is entirely up to you. If you choose to use ice, pick large, good quality cubes, not store-bought baguette ice. They melt slowly, won't dilute the drink, and won't spoil the flavor. In Russia and Poland, a two-layered Bloody Mary is common. Vodka is carefully layered on the top of tomato juice. You drink the vodka first, and then the snack that follows. Who actually named the cocktail and why remains unclear, apart from the obvious observation that it looks bloody. The most popular theory is that it was named after the Queen Mary I of England, known as Bloody Mary, for her attempt to restore the Catholic Church in England. This explanation is usually attributed to Ferdinand Petiot. Another story claims he named the cocktail after a waitress named Mary, who worked at the bar called the Bucket of Blood. Jessel, however, said he named the drink after Mary Warburton, who was present at the cocktail birth and spilled some on her white evening dress. There is also a theory that no Mary was involved at all, and Bloody Mary simply came from a mispronunciation of the name Vladimir, referring to Vladimir Smirnov or the Smirnov vodka family. Over decades, countless variations of Bloody Mary have appeared. Asia Mary with wasabi, ginger and soy sauce. Bloody Bull with beef bouillon added. Bull Shot, where beef bouillon completely replaces the tomato juice. Bloody Caesar with Kalamata. Tomato juice mixed with a clam broth, the Canadian answer to the Bloody Mary. Bloody Joseph with Scotch whiskey. Bloody Maria with tequila. Bloody Maro with sake. Cubanita with rum. Red Snapper with gin. And also Bloody Shame, also known as Virgin Maria, the non-alcoholic version. I am sure I have missed a few, but the point is clear. You have plenty of options for the first day of a new year. Let's make the cocktail according to the classic IBA recipe. In the mixing glass, add 90 ml tomato juice, 45 ml of vodka, 15 ml of fresh lemon juice, few dashes of oyster sauce, some salt and some pepper. Stir. Pour into glasses, fill it with ice. Garnish with lemon wedge and celery stalk. This one for you, this one for me. Stay with me, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to ask questions and don't hesitate to support me. Perfect New Year for everyone. Cheers!